Hey y'all, it is Jamila here. And before I jump into what I'm about to say, I want to clarify something. So, what I'm about to say is not about you writing a book. It is not about you starting a blog. Um, those are awesome if that's what you feel like God has called you to do. But I want to just talk to you about how important writing can be in keeping yourself encouraged. For me personally, there are times where my thoughts become very anxiety filled or negative, or I'm battling because I'm having good thoughts and positive thoughts, and then those are being balanced by sometimes negative things that are entering my mind. And one of the ways that I've been able to calm down those thoughts and actually take them captive and make them obedient to Christ, like it says in Corinthians, is to actually write down what I'm thinking. Writing it down, something about the process of writing makes me slow down and think through what I'm thinking. It helps me to see what I'm actually thinking. And sometimes when I write it down and I see what I've actually written, so not just write it and put it away, but write it and then reread it and look at what I've actually written. I'll go back with a red pen or a highlighter and circle all the untruths that I've written down. So if I'm feeling super anxious, I'll write about what I'm feeling, why I'm feeling it, what I'm worried about. Just write it all out. For me, sometimes I like to write it in the form of a letter to God. But you can also just write a bullet point list. It doesn't have to be clean. It can be messy. It can be all over the page. Your thoughts don't have to be organized, but get them down on paper so that you can examine them. So my encouragement to you is to write out everything that you're feeling, your worries, your fears, your sadness, your grief, your anger, your depression, your whatever. Write it all out, no matter how many pieces of paper it takes. If you've got a big butcher block of paper, write it out on that. Then stop and take a moment to read some scripture. Read some scripture that will encourage you to focus in on God, to focus in on positive thoughts. Say a quick prayer and then go back to that piece of paper that you've written on. Grab your marker, grab a highlighter, grab something that's going to help you illuminate what you've written, and circle all of the things that you know in there are not true and write truth next to them. So circle those areas of anger or depression or fear or anxiety, and then write truth, write scripture, write what you feel the Spirit is telling you as an encouragement next to or on top of or over. Sometimes I'll put a post-it note over the negative thing I've written and write something positive. But just the act of doing that, the practice of examining your thoughts in that in-depth of a way, can help you truly stay encouraged and keep your mind focused on positive things. You hear a lot about people talking about meditating on good things and meditating on positive thoughts. And that's an example of a way that you can do it. So I hope that this tip encourages you and helps you to stay positive and to live encouraged and to find ways to choose joy even when life is tough. All right, y'all, I'll talk to you again soon.